Alright, as you can clearly see, it's 6/28/2013. My name is Leslie Williams. It's 11:07 a.m. and you can see it by me showing you a picture of my cell phone. The statements that I'm making right now in this video prediction are being tape recorded on this digital tape recorder as I'm talking. I'm in San Diego, California. I'm a target victim and activist concerned in the crimes of what is known as gang stalking, and it can also be called organized stalking. And these descriptions can be Googled. As a result of being a target of this crime, I experienced what is known as community-based organized harassment, crafted harassment, around me, concerning me, about me, including even staged events, staged assaults, staged complaints, staged incidences, and that's done to ban me from universities and libraries and businesses. That's achieved through what is known as the community notification, and that can be cross-referenced to organized stalking or gang stalking at Google. So, one of the overt harassment that I experienced along all my routes, and I have almost 700 audio files to prove it, literally prove it, that they're getting around me along all my routes and repeating gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalk, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk, gang stalk. Now nobody in San Diego knows me by name, except for certain San Diego police officers and certain campus police officers on specific university campuses. These are the only individuals I have ever told that I'm being gang stalked at. I mean, these are the only people that I've ever even mentioned that I'm being gang stalked to in San Diego. And that was after staged events happened. Okay? Now, so, and if all my YouTube videos and all my blogs are titled Learning Disabled Woman, how is gang stalking being constantly repeated around me every single place I go throughout the whole time duration that I spend at each place that I go? And every single place that I go, it was called constantly again at UCSD yesterday. Except now they're doing it more from a distance. So what I'm doing is using their Wi-Fi services by going into the group study room so I can be by myself. And so what they're doing is coming and literally sitting in at times in the group study rooms right next to mine to say it. The audio recorder that I'm wearing, that's even recording right now, is still picking it up. Sorry, I'm just getting over poison ivy on my face. But the audio recorder that I ran into a branch. But the tape recorder that's even taping right now, hang on, I dropped it. The tape recorder that's even taping right now still picks it up. Okay, even when it's said from outside the door in the group study room that's next to me. Okay, it's still picking it up. And this is one of the reasons why I make predictions like I do every morning before I leave this area. Because think about it. If I got over 700 audio files, and a lot of them show it being said flat out, right out in the open, clearly, if I experience this method and tactic like say if I went to 7 businesses in one day, or even just 4 or 3, and it said constantly around me everywhere I go, in either 3 of them or 7 of them, depending on how many I go to per day, every place that I go, including transportation routes, there's no way that could be happening, because they're doing it like this. Gang stalker, gang stalking, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalk, oh my god, crazy, weird, gang stalk, oh my god. And they use 2 or 3 or more people to do it. One of them will say gang stalk. And you know, I figured out how they're doing it because I'm listening to it as it's happening. One of them will say gang stalk, and when that person, see, they use more than one person. So when one of them hears another one say gang stalk, the other one will say, oh my god. Yeah. They're using males and females. So I'm sitting in an environment, and then all of a sudden I hear somebody say either gang stalk, gang stalking, or gang stalker. Okay? As soon as that's heard, they'll say, oh my god. They were saying it back to back. I mean, immediately back to back. Now they're doing it more with a little bit of a time lapse between the words that are being mentioned. Okay? So, one of them will say gang stalk, and that's a verbal cue for the other one to say, oh my god, eventually. Yeah, and then crazy and weird back to back, and then they'll just go back to the beginning. Gang stalker, gang stalking, oh my god, gang stalk, oh my god, gang stalker, oh my god, weird, crazy, gang stalk, and then they're laughing too as it's happening. Now, the only way that I have 700 audio files of this happening in separate environments, multiple times, even in one day at multiple places, is that if I'm being tracked in order to put this crafted harassment around me. Now, the perpetrators in the system want to protect the places they're using to set up this organized crafted harassment by using the community notification to perpetrate it, implement it, and protect it. What they do with targets like me is call us crazy for what we're claiming we're hearing, even though my audio files have heard it as well. Alright, now I want you to look at the videos, just type in learning disabled woman exposes direct conversation method. Type in learning disabled woman gang stalked in San Diego. I got so many videos on blogs online right now. You could just go there and one day witness a small aspect of the proof that's online. And what's online is not even 0.01 of the proof I got. It's just undisputable. Alright, I gotta go. And now they're just doing it more from a distance. So it's harder for this tape recorder to pick up. Yeah, so they can say she's crazy, she's hearing things. If I don't, they can say, well, where's it at on the audio file? I don't hear it. They can easily say, where's it at on the audio file? I don't hear it. Oh, you're saying that that's being said. You know what they'll also do? They'll get around me and say, game stop. Yeah, or what they'll do is say, stalk gang, and then they'll get around me and say, game stop, to try and make it appear they're saying something else. Because it's also the phonics, the sound of the words that they're also trying to sensitize targets to as well. These are called the direct conversation method of sensitization tactics of organized stalking expeditions. And to get a pretty good illustration concerning what sensitization is, go to Google, type in the YouTube channel Fans Filtration Gangstalking, and then you'll see their YouTube videos come up. Click on them and look for the sensitization methods and gangstalking that they made videos about. Very good videos. Fans Filtration, if you're seeing this, right on. Great work. I appreciate what you do for me and my fellow targets. Right on work. Bless your soul for what you do, because what you're doing is the right thing to do. You know, doing the right thing is never the wrong thing. Okay, and this is nothing but organized crime in a system that's doing this to, you wouldn't believe how they're doing this to minorities, veterans, the elderly, white people of every race. They're doing this to, you know. And God only knows how long they've been doing this to minorities, because they have a harder time in the criminal justice system, because there are criminals in the criminal justice system who just figure, who's going to believe a black guy? Who's going to believe a black woman? Who's going to believe a Muslim person who might be engaging in gang stalking, or who might be a target of it? I mean, I'm sorry, yeah, who might be a target of it? Sorry, I got confused there for a second. Who's going to believe an African American woman who's homeless because they make them homeless in order to try and turn the mother into a prostitute and to try to take legal custody of her child, like they did with Connie Marshall. YouTube Connie Marshall, targeted individual, gang stalking, Louisville, Kentucky. Go to Google and type in Erica Dean Gilmore, California target. I just hope and pray she's still safe. It just burns. I've always had a huge spot in my heart for minorities, because I've seen it all my life. I grew up in well, I didn't grow up in it, but I grew up in my young adult years and through a good portion of my middle-aged adult years in a city that was totally racist against blacks, and it burned my butt. And Muslims, too. So I gotta go. I'm in San Diego. I make these statements because it's how I feel. It's the right thing to do, is to expose these crimes so people can know what's really happening. Alright, I gotta go. I'm in San Diego, California. If any true bona fide targets see this video, I want you to know I love you. What's happening to you is a shame. You're not crazy. The people who are perpetrating and harassing you are crazy. You know, they're just batty, crazy people who are being bribed, lied to, colluded with, and a lot of them just don't care because of the kind of people that they are. So just try and blow it off, go about your day, smile, enjoy the weather, say a prayer, and stay safe. Okay, I gotta go. I'm in San Diego, California. And another good YouTube channel that you can Google is Activism of Care. They got some good gang stalking videos as well. My thumbs up to both of your channels. Thank you for the work that you do, and I gotta get going. I gotta start my day. Okay, thank you, and have a nice day.